Okay, moving on to our second activity in Microsoft Excel, which is creating charts using Excel. So make sure you first you download the relevant files. Okay, if you come to activity number 2 in your classroom, you will see creating charts in activity, the activity. Okay, so creating charts in Excel, take the second activity, activity 2, and click on this Excel chart and let's download this. Let's come to open a new window and let's download this Excel sheet. So once it gets downloaded, you can open it and come to enable editing. Okay, so make sure you're open in worksheet number 1. Okay, make sure this is the worksheet that you're going to be working on. So I'm going to be zooming into the data. Okay, so what you can see over here is you can see the average scores of students. Okay, these are the names of the students, and this is their score in English, this is their score in maths. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is going to create a very simple chart that will simply show a comparison of their English marks and their their English average and their mathematics average. Okay, very simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be selecting this data from here to here, not necessarily select the heading. If you select, no harm. I'm going to be selecting the data from here to here, coming to insert, and over here I have a various option of charts that I can use. If you just keep the cursor near it, it tells you very well. You can use a column chart or a bar chart, and it tells you what this chart will be representing. Okay, if you keep the cursor over here, line chart or area chart. So sometimes you might be confused what is the right chart to use over here. So then let the computer decide for you. You come and click on recommended charts. Okay, so now the computer has created a variety of charts for you, and you decide which one is most fit for purpose, which one makes most sense to you, or rather which one is the easiest for you to understand. So over here, when I look at this, for me the first one looks pretty simple to understand. Okay, blue color represents English, orange color represents mathematics, and I can clearly see the difference in the marks. So let's go for the first one itself. You click on OK. So the chart has been created for you. And over here you have a chart title, so very simply we'll put a suitable title. Students, comparison of students averages in English and maths. Okay, so that is the chart title. Then if you just come and click on your chart, just click on this white area, you can see this plus symbol. Using this plus symbol, you can add various other components on your chart. If you are using an older version of Microsoft Excel, you'll have to come to something which we call layout. There will be this plus symbol will not appear for you. You'll have a layout button over here. Just click on layout button, and there'll be an option called add chart element. Click on that, and in that you will have these options which are present over here. Okay, that is for those who are using an older version of Excel. Then in chart elements, I'm going to go first for axis title. In axis title, I'm going to first say that this axis represents the student's name of student. This axis represents their marks. Okay, so I have labeled the axes. Then next, if you also want, you can also put data labels which will show the exact value of each column. It's up to you. If you like to do it, you can also put that. Okay, so this is how your chart is going to be. If you want to make it look even better, you can, for example, select this, come home, make it bold, underlined, put a different color. All that can be done. If you want, you can even come to chart design, select a theme that you like. Okay, you have various options that you can use to play around with your chart. Okay, coming into sheet number 2. When you come into sheet number 2, you can see sales of cars in the first quarter of the year. These are the names of the cars, and these are their sales in each month. Okay, so first let's make a chart that shows the sales in every month. Okay, so I'm just going to select all the data, come to insert, recommended charts, and the first one looks very clear and easy to understand. Let's go with the first one itself. And when it comes to chart title, I'm just going to very simply copy this same name, Control C, Control V. Okay, and over here don't forget to put your axis titles, very important. So here you will say car model, and over here you will say number of sales. Okay, that's what this chart represents. This axis represents the number of sales. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be moving this chart to a separate worksheet altogether. Okay, this chart is going to go into a new worksheet. So what I'm going to do is right click on move chart, and I'm going to say I want it to go into a new sheet altogether. Okay, so now look, the chart has come into a new sheet altogether. Okay, sheet number 2 we had. Now the chart is in a separate worksheet. Let me adjust that, drag and drop it here. Okay, then let's say, for example, they ask us a question. They tell us, I want to only see the sales that were made in January and March. Okay, they don't want February represented. They just want to know only the sales that were made in January and March. No problem. So you need to first understand, I need to show the name of the car. That is important. So select the name of the car. You also need to show January sales. So press Control and select January. Then you also need to show March. So I have told you, if you're selecting non-consecutive cells, press Control. While pressing Control, select March as well. Okay, let me do that again. You can select like this. These two columns you anyway need. Then you want to jump to select March, isn't it? So just press Control. While pressing Control, select the March column. Okay. Then come to Insert. If your paper tells you to draw a pie chart, or if it tells you to draw a bar chart or a line chart, if they specifically tell you the name of the chart to draw, then come over here and find that chart. If they do not tell you, they just say insert a chart fit for purpose, then you come to recommended charts and select the chart that you think is the best for you, the one that you can understand the most easy. Okay, click on OK. So the chart has appeared over here. So over here you will say comparison of car sales in Jan and March. Okay, then do not forget to put your axis titles. Okay, so this will be car model, and this will be number of sales. Okay, so that's how we created. We created one. This one just shows only the sales in January and March. This one was showing for all 3 months: January, February, and March. Okay, so once you have done this, do not forget to come into your classroom. Okay, click on the back button and start doing these two quizzes that have been given for Excel. And once you're done, please make sure you upload your work as well.